Yeah, people have shown signs of trying to cooperate through my place in society. Since I've been an adult, that I had an outpatient mental health diagnosis, I didn't do my outpatient mental health diagnosis. Um, and they try to add themselves onto it. They try to claim that I had some say going back into childhood. Multiple people conspired in my life. They conspired to its instances. They add themselves onto it out of false context, seeming to have a jealousy thing with my validity. They use men that seem to cover with dating me and don't give me their time viably to cover with my life out of false context. These people constantly claim that I had some mental health feature. They cover with professionals who try to claim going back into childhood I had some mental health feature. I did it as well. And these people try to add themselves onto my life at harassment, constantly in conspiracy to it. They cover it with my outpatient diagnosis where I've always been a sane and rational, mentally coherent adult that understands one thing from the other and can make her own choices. I've never had a mental health diagnosis that I couldn't make my own choices and yet again, they cover it with opinions out of false context. They cover it that I consistently have mental health diagnosis. I don't. Other features. They make claims that I have an instability other than I normally have, or how you see on my videos under Kayla Lemke. And they constantly try to add themselves onto my life. My family seems to conspire with this with professionals through my outpatient diagnosis that I sought treatment for outpatiently since I've been adult as a grown woman. They can account for herself, a 33-year-old woman. Or through my place in my family's health society, they cover it with adding themselves on my life out of false context. They're constantly in collaboration with my life. Oftentimes people show signs of trying to convict me as well. Through my place in society, people try to build cases, and yet again, they look into evidence and utilize the evidence to act like they have a reason to have an opinion, oftentimes out of false context, where I'm a grown adult woman with her own life, trying to have her own life, her own, in society, maybe her own relationships with a guy that wants to spend life with her. I'm a well-mannered person that lives my life right place in that. Guys show signs of not giving me their time and oftentimes collaborating with people trying to conspire in my life. A lot of times, these people show signs of a high jealousy thing with me where I've always been a grown woman that can make her own choices, oftentimes trying to claim that my life has features other than I do in this video or now to collaborate. Yet again, they have a reason to have an opinion out of false context, and oftentimes distorting my features in camera to make it look like I have invalidities I don't as well, or even my tones.